Okay, Tristan, there was good news for individual taxpayers in Pravin Gordhan's budget speech, particularly for the lower income groups. This was something like a 9.25 billion rand in tax relief, and that number sounds fantastic. It's really good. But how does 9.25 billion rand in tax relief relate to the ordinary South African citizen on a day-to-day basis?
Yes, as you've mentioned, the figure is quite an astronomical amount. But if you break it down to look at how it impacts your everyday consumers, essentially via the increase to the rebates that a taxpayer would have on the income tax you'd have to pay at the end of a year of assessment, or if you look at how much tax you would have paid last year on the income that you would have earned this year versus what you would have paid on the new rates, you're looking at a reduction that ranges from about 4% to 3.5% of tax, which is a direct increase in the disposable income that a taxpayer would have. So that could go towards increasing household expenses, for argument's sake, and things like that. So there's a direct link from that 9.3 billion rand that has been given as tax relief that gets filtered down to impact households directly in order for them to have a decent or at least a sustainable income.
So you are saying that the tax relief will definitely ease the burden. Tax relief should have some impact on standard of living, because that's where the problem lies, in that people are not having enough money for living expenses like electricity, food, water, transport, those sort of things.
Yes, obviously the circumstances differ from one individual to the other. So it may not necessarily rid the consumer of having sufficient disposable income, but it does certainly help them in meeting their goals. And yes, again, it comes down to budgeting and then having a look at how the relief that the government has proposed, how does it affect them in direct terms in terms of the earning capacity.
So we shouldn't be too negative about it. It looks like it is a good thing. The tax relief is a good thing for lower income.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And the majority of the relief has been specifically apportioned towards the lower income earners. Okay, because that's where the greater impact